Well, hello, and welcome. This is Jolene with the Jewel Design. Welcome back. I figured I was working something a little larger, a little bigger in my journal today, so I would actually bring you along instead of just doing, my little shorts that I've been doing on Instagram. One sec, sorry. Which are great when I'm working on small, quick ephemera, and I can just share it with you guys over there and on my Facebook page. It's my personal Facebook page under Jolene Burt. Because Instagram and Facebook are just not working like they should. But anyway, we are here today on YouTube, so let's be on YouTube. So today we are going to try to make sort of like a pocket between two pages with these little folded gussets, I guess would be the right word. I'm not sure that is the right word. I don't know if that's what I want it to be. But I saw someone take an old book, and instead of like covering the book pages, they made grommets, little gussets, whatever you want to call them, in between each page with more book page, so each set of pages became actually pockets instead of just covering them. And I thought it was really cute. I loved it because it was all the same material, but can't find the image to save my life right now. Or who even did it, because my internet is having a field of a day. Hold on real quick. I realize I'm slightly tilted weird. And let's get more light because we look a little on the dark side. There we go. Sorry, I had to move my arm, and so I'm not exactly where I'm supposed to be. I've been doing, the vertical Instagram reels, so it's a whole different setup. But anyway, so I figured on the back, near the back of the book, great place to have a big old pocket. We'll put a notebook in it, or a notebook or a notepad in it, because we're going to shrink the size of this a little bit. I hate losing two writing pages, but I thought it'd be something fun, a little something different. And like I said, if we put a little notepad in it, we're not going to completely lose our writing space, right? We're going to give you a different way to write in it. So there's that. So I went ahead and just sort of guessed at my width. I took a piece of paper, folded it down, and then you fold it in the middle, and then you fold it again. This is sort of how like we do, it's the same effect when you want to do, oh my gosh, we used it so long ago. We used to do the same thing with the papers. You would fold it this way to get your valleys, ups and downs, and you would glue journal cards to this, and you would make a cute little notebook, make a journal in a different way. Well, same concept, so many scores and whatnot. There's no measurement to this. I just sort of guessed at how big of a pocket I wanted it. If you want a really thin, like you really want a tight pocket, you would definitely make these smaller. Like you do half the size and you would fold it. Now I am doing it to where we see the pretty stuff on the outside, top and bottom of the journal. And I just distressed the inside a little bit. So if you saw it when you looked into the pocket, it wasn't just white paper. We have at least a little bit of, color. Because I want everything to sort of be, green. To sort of blend in with the pages. So it doesn't have that kind of thing. We still have that sort of continuous look, which is I think what I liked about the thing so much was that it was book pages on book pages. And so that gave it a really cool effect. I think that really caught my attention on, instead of just gluing two pages together and, on three sides and leaving it as a very thin pocket. By putting these, highs and lows, these valleys and tucks into it, you could when you open the book, you have that lovely file folder accordion feel to it. So I thought we'd give it a shot. So today, and now, because I want them pretty similar on each side, but a little differential, we are going to fold this piece in half, and cut it so that, give or take, both are the same size, of course. Close enough, right? And that way, what we're going to do is then I'm going to mark the page now, because what I want to do is cut this down to match just above the gusset. So the nice thing is, too, you're going to see this page right behind it, like a border. We'll do our little hole cut, all that good stuff. But I wanted to mark where this was. So how's everybody doing? I know it's been 2 weeks maybe since I had a video up. I know when I started this kit, or started this journal, I did show you guys stuff. I know I did in some Instagrams last week. I have been really bad this week. This week I am so behind schedule. Mother's Day sort of, and the finishing up yard work has sort of thrown me off. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do it this way. Now, I did paper clip, you know, the other side to sort of together so they wouldn't keep moving around. And I wouldn't accidentally move these in the wrong direction because this page is a little bit bigger than the digital page. And as much as I hate wasting this, it's scrap. We know it's scrap paper. We know it's scrap. I just got to figure out how to get that little piece out. Oh my gosh. There we go. But yeah, it's been like 2 weeks. The yard projects are all done. I'm very happy about that. The deck has been, the bad part of the deck has been destroyed. That was just, that was falling apart. It's been destroyed. And we have the stone steps in place. And I did put a picture, I think, up on Instagram and Facebook. But yeah, of course I wouldn't show the pictures here per se. But yeah, the front yard is green and growing, which is good. But so are some of the weeds. Some of the weeds did not disappear like I was hoping. So I'm gonna have to get some, not Roundup per se, but weed killer. And I'm gonna have to probably spray all around the edges where the plastic landscape stuff is not quite covering, which is sort of a bummer. Okay, so if this is where it's supposed to be, want to make sure we sort of, as I'm going to do, I'm probably going to glue it down to these guys to here first, and then just lay that on top and hope for the best. But I noticed that it seems a little out of sorts. It feels a little out of sorts. It doesn't feel lined up because each page is a different size. Each page is a little off. There we go. Let's see if I can get it that way. Okay, that feels better. All right. So yeah, the front yard's done, and really stoked about that. Because, yeah, I couldn't handle that. And then the backyard went really well. And you're not going to see much of this, I don't think. But I wanted to make sure it was pretty when we did. So I'm just going to line it up. Not quite right to the line. Eek. And we're going to go here. There we go. Okay. Not quite to the edge of this line. And not quite all the way to the fold. Because we want to make sure that when we go to sew this in, this may not get in the way. Hopefully it doesn't get in the way, right? Always, you have to keep that in mind. You can't go all the way to the ordeal. So let's see. And I did put the more deckled edge on the outside, where if you saw from the inside, you're going to see this pretty deckled edge, more here on the outer end, and leaving the more rough, just folded rip to the inside. Because you never know, I don't know, you can never decide, which way that's going to go. So yeah, nothing really, crazy about it. Like I said, I'm just really close to the fold, really close to the edge, but not in either one. I said, if I find out once my internet working, I love that I can film, but we'll hope this gets loaded for you guys for a Thursday video. I'm doing this on a Wednesday when it's not too warm out. Perfect. Okay, on that end it looks good. I'm happy. All right. Maybe before I do my thing, let's see if we can get my proper hole punchy in here beforehand. So I am not trying to do this after the fact because I want to be able to see, and we'll make the notebook probably pretty close to. I do not know what's wrong. I have a corner here that's definitely dull or not cutting right. I don't know why. And it's not well, I could turn it around. Let me see if I can turn it around. Duh, go the other way. Maybe. How about maybe? I can rip it off and then see if I can catch any of those pieces. Probably not, though. Because it's going to have the same problem both ways. So I'm trying to see if I can reline it up. Nope, it's too short now. Okay. Well, that's rude. Yeah, I noticed that one is having issues, and I don't know what the deal is. I gotta fix that, though, because I know I have a client who's gonna want labels soon, and I gotta be able to cut those. Well, I gotta figure out what's catching that thing up. Now, I've done the whole foil thing, but I think I need to put a new piece of foil. Nice, clean, flat piece, and see if I can sharpen that side up. Alright. Okay, so this is the back. These are the first two pieces of paper in the journal, which means this is the front and back area of it. So I always like to put the heavier items that I do sort of sometimes towards the back of the book. Keeps it from, flipping open so terribly. But so when we're done, it should, let me open it to put something in. And we'll see. I just thought I needed a little something different than just page after page after page in here. You guys have the big large tag with a piece of paper tucked behind it, and you know, you've got 80 pages in here, but we need more than just paper, right? So I've done my yard work, and we've done our yard projects, and I've got all the extra rock put away. I have a little bit left in the back, you know, I call my back 40 haul. It's not, but the back end of my house where, so inside of my house where we just have like the shed and weird stuff stored. I actually, you know, I do have some wood, and I have some rock left over back there, which is fine. It gets used one way or another, but it's nice. I've been able to fill in a bunch of areas, which I couldn't do before. So ta-da! So now we've got this pocket that just put, you know, a little bit more weight, so I should be able to put something in it. We will have to decorate this up, of course. I could leave it plain, but it'd be hard to write on. Birds. Now I'm wondering if, nope, it came up short. I was really hoping that maybe it would have still fit on here. I guess it's going to have to go on the other side. This by itself seems really dull, so I feel like it needs to be pocketed. I thought, well, it'd be sort of cool to put pockets in here, but we're going to have to make some. That one won't fit. It fits over here, though. It all fits on the other side, though. So we'll see. I have all these pieces trying to keep things quite balanced, which, I don't know, sometimes that just makes it harder. I'm trying to keep it balanced all the time, right? All right, so what are we going to do? Oh, let's find the book. So get a feel for what it is. I'm going to put it back in its spot because it's the first two. And in the back, we've got, you know, a pretty paper. We've got this pocket, which will have a notebook in it. You can see this end. So like if I wanted to put a little bit of lace and a word in here, I could, as long as it doesn't get, you know, in the way of getting in and out of our pocket. Yeah, that's going to drive me insane. Here, I thought I cut it, and I didn't. But I've got my yard work done. I know there's some ladies out there who are working on their gardens and in their planting seasons, which is great to see. I think Woodland finally is done with her hail. Every time she planted something, I swear the poor thing got hail. So hopefully everybody's enjoying the weather, that it's not all of a sudden blazing hot anywhere. I know sometimes people don't get really good spring, especially we all had such a late winter. Okay, so I wanted to decorate those next. That's going to be a real project. I got this done. If you've been watching me on Instagram, we got this little bookmark cover, so I just decorated, put it on 3 sides. We tucked it in. What else did we do? Oh, so I did that quick ordeal. And I'm loving the color and just tucking this cute little note in there that I got. I love it. And we did the large one. Where did it go? My large baby. We did this one, which was, I believe, it's from the Botanical Garden Kit, but I believe it was the Buy Me a Coffee freebie. So anyway, but I decorated it up, put a bunch of guys in it. You know, we put our tags in there. We got journal cards in here. You know, everywhere. So we got plenty of space to write on. Couple different sizes, room to put more in there. There's even tucked up there. And then I took the lace doily pages that I had created, which is in my shop, and just tucked it in here. So you had the ability to write on this back page and then tuck it in here. So we're not losing the writing page whatsoever. We're just changing on how you get to write on the paper. So you can do little stuff or you can do big stuff. That stays the same. So all right, so what do we want to see? Do you guys want to see the notebook thrown together, which really is just scrap papers? I'm just taking these guys, and I'm, you know, I don't know about that. I'm going to add it in there, but that's sort of a mess. I might use it towards the top, like just a top edge piece, but I've got some basic pieces here that we're going to cut and, you know, cut, trim, and fold down to fit right inside here. Not very wide, but wide enough. It's a good, can't even see my fingers. That's a good width right there, right? So, we're going to trim these in different sizes, and we'll cut them across the top, and maybe I'll use the green as sort of a binding on the top, and a little bit of decor on the front page, and, you know, we'll tuck it in. So, I won't bore you guys with that, because that's easy. Let's just tear, fold, and, what's the word? Staple together. Well, let's just tear and staple together. But yeah, what to do on this end, that's going to be the fun part. I'm going to have to come up with a cute way to do that, or a cute way to work on that. Because I'm like, Now on the other end then, I was going to do this pocket, which does allow some things. But just by itself looks a little dull. And I wanted to definitely do it on a reverse. And we'll do it on that page. Because that I hate to, that's such great writing pages. I know, I keep covering them up though. Well, we could do it on the opposite, same. I'm going to do that. I almost want a second pocket behind here. And for a while there, I was doubling up. I was doubling up. I was doubling up on my, we could do a vellum version though. It's a pretty purple vellum. I could cut that so that it doesn't really, it sort of competes with that, huh? I'm going to be cool. You can always add a little lace across the top so you can see it. It's not room for a taller pocket. So, all right, let me try that. Normally, I have the other version of this one where I have the dip in the corner or in the middle, and I probably used, because it's probably a different color, I probably used it in one of the other ones. Let's see. We want it the same width, if not longer. Pencil. There we go. Not that anything's cut straight, I say, as usual. Well, you know me. I don't do anything straight, but I hope you guys are doing great projects. I hope the crafting is going well. It's a little hit and miss with me, but we knew that. We knew that's how it was going to go. We knew this wasn't going to be easy. But I have a new little paper kit coming out, 10 pages this week. If this shows Thursday, like the internet will allow. If the internet will do its job and allow me to. Now, I think I'm just going to put lace across. I was almost going to put a dip in it like we always do. But then, unless I do one off to the side. I was trying to think put lace on it so you could see it, but I don't know. I don't know if this, and I don't know if the ink shows up on the vellum. I don't remember. Yeah, this runs on Thursday like it's supposed to. Then tomorrow, sometime, I'm not really sticking to anything too specific, but I guess if you watch me on Instagram, you will see I will put a quick reel of or not reel, quick post showing, you know, a picture of the new papers, letting you know that they are in the shop. So it's just vintage layered images from, you know, a little bit of everything going through my collection, as we try to, and many other things. Use up your stash for journaling, use up your stash for planning, use up your stash even in digital mode. There's a point where you just go, I have so many digital images downloaded from all the sites that I belong to, and I'm just like, I just need to go through this, revamp something, reuse something, you know, just sort of give something new life, because we all see the same thing. Maybe I find a graphic I didn't use before, and then of course I have favorites that I love and I probably use all the time, but maybe, you know, yes, I use them all the time, but I use them, so I don't know if anybody else is using them, but I use them all the time in my stuff, so why would I not continue to use them? Because then it makes them really compatible with other kits that I do. Oh, that image is in that. The color's in that. Oh, I can use that page in that journal I'm working on. So that kind of thing. There is that sense of continuous design that helps that, you know, you guys put things together, because they're all, you know, they all go together. I do seem to be doing, I'm doing a lot of green and purple lately, aren't I? Whew. The green and yellow is really popular. I didn't notice how many things I gravitate towards in the design world, so that are in that color. So I'll do that, but yeah, I have to have a whole bunch of there. I can't not. We'll use the smaller ones. We don't have a problem. The smaller one's not having issues. And I'm going to offset it. I am not even going to put it smack in the middle, but I want it to be obvious that there is something here, that we have another little doohickey to tuck behind. We'll do that. And here is where, with the vellum, I noticed that the fabric tack is a little more forgiving and clearer when gluing. And I did leave this open in the bottom because I want you to be able to put something through. So it can be a taller pocket, it can be a taller everything. So we are doing fabric tack on all of it, even though half this is paper. Vellum, I noticed, just it glues and dries better with a fabric tack. I don't like how the glitter glue does on the vellum. Actually sort of irritates me. I probably should be layering more on this thing. I feel like I should have, yeah, I probably should be doing way more. Ugh, I don't know. I don't know, ladies and gentlemen. I don't know. Alright. Can't tell what's off because everything's off. There we go. Okay, so we've got that. So we'll have the ability to put some stuff in there, which I have plenty of cards for that. So, like, I mean, I know it's purple and purple and it goes, but the cool part is you can see it, right? And then we could put, you know, a more solid card or another tag in here. Where I sort of like that, actually. There we go. Yellow and yellow, green on green. So when you pull it out, you do see the thumbtack to thumbnail to take it out. So sort of like that. I don't know if I have anything else I want to do with them. That one needs green. Whew, that one needs to be. But there we go. I know. Light and easy. Nothing super crazy. This is definitely just a journal along with me. Craft along. There's nothing major, but I wanted to come and say hi. I wanted to see how everybody was doing. Rhoda at 666. Rhoda Burks just finished a gorgeous seaside journal with my kit. And in a really fun way to use a bunch of calendar pages. So I thought that was really cool. I know she's just jumping along. She is just on a roll, which I love to hear. I love hearing that, you know, when one of us is cruising along well. It is a good thing to hear. So this one could use a little bit more oomph. It is printed on the back, which is great. So it's got a nice crinkled paper look on the back, so it's easy to write on. Whether I do anything else to this, well, we'll see, huh? I just have to keep an eye out in the Instagram feeds to see if I do a quick ephemera. There's not much left to do. My only thing would be to put some kind of cluster of papery thing here and put a word down the side, which, you know. But I hate to do that because this does give you the ability to write a favorite quote, a gratitude right here, and then, you know, actually put your thoughts and feelings on the back. So, you know, sometimes. Now I am dueling this. I am putting antique on the back to sort of go with the paper feel. And I touched it with purple on the front. I don't know if anybody else does that. I don't know if it, I mean, sometimes I bet you they blade through, like you do this and it may grab a little bit on the front. It does darken it up a smidge. It's okay. Do one over the other. We've done that before. Where you've mixed them and blended them. And so there's that. Okay, that I feel better about that. And there we go. And then this little guy, I sort of like the antique look on this one to really pull from the creams everywhere. Again, this one has a lace duotone backing. Again, makes it really easy to write on. But that one's definitely done. So that one could use one of my newer green words if I really want to go green on green, or what I have. Ethereal is not the thing, but like, you know, if I wanted to put a word on here somewhere that blended up vertically, I could. But, or just a good hole punch, or just a really good hole punch and some pretties. I could just hole punch and put a ribbon on it. So we'll see. Okay, well we have that then, which sort of offsets what goes on here. And then there's this one. What am I doing? 23 minutes. Okay, so this is the big thing. This is what I want to decorate next, because it really needs some oomph before I glue it down. Now, this one gets glued down. I was going to sew it in, and so now I'm debating if I need to actually glue the bottom so it stays put, so it's also a tuck. I think we should glue it in so it's also a tuck, so you can put a card, a ephemera, piece of paper, you know, something where you can still write on it. Or I leave it loose and we don't lose the writing space. I forgot about that. Nope, we're going to sew it in so we don't lose the writing space. Yeah, because it already has little tucks in it, so we don't need to put more tucks. Never mind. We're just gonna sew it in. Like that's right. Because we got this cool piece of paper. I found these images in some books and I scanned them in. And no, this is actually the actual page. I take that back. That's the actual page. This was some of my book page pocket cut kits that I did, and I decided to make the other things into them. So I took them off Etsy and started making stuff. And so this one I thought would be fun to fold, since it's the purple, and decorate it up. So it has cute little things in it. That's really small. It has cute little things in it to tell you where things can be tucked in. But I think we need some decor in some spots, because this is just blah. Can't have this. Can't have blah anything. I don't know if I want more paper on paper here, I know. All right. How can we not? Like, oh my goodness. We're obsessed with paper. We're obsessed with paper. So let me see what's in my... This part I don't know what I was thinking. I did not get very prepared for this day. Well, let's use those scraps. And let's see what words we have here. We have in purple, bloom, which works. Love and pink's not bad. Vintage and green, so we can use those on both sides. I don't want to use the blue in there. We have our favorite green stuff. I don't know. I think a lot of these are, they're all botanical and stuff, but I don't know. There's a lot of, oh, there's green and purple. I see it. Oh, my little pieces. Yeah, I have a lot of these. But I don't know. Except for a paperclip end of it. That may work cute too. I know I'm going to make some paperclip tags and whatnot, so maybe we'll put it up there for that concept. I do have some vellum that I wanted to, whoops, backwards, that's probably why, cut and glue just for some distressing. So maybe, well, there we go. You get to see some, I cut it a little tighter. That might be fun to overlay on the backing. I don't know. It's sort of weird. I don't know. If it was a sticker, I'd be all for it. Vellum is a little harder. I think I'm all out of stickers, though. Oh, I got, ooh, those are pretty. Those are blue. But that's a sticker, so that might work. Oh, this is all the stuff from the botanicals. I mean, it's all the botanicals. It's all the different things we've been working on and going through. And, like, those are stickers. That might be fun. Put the blue in here. Oh. But yeah, I mean, I'm going, oh, a tab. Ooh, that could be fun. Put a purple green tab on it so we know to move it over. A lot of flags. Wow, guys. More labels, which that one's ripped, oddly. Oh, that got ripped. Oh, I must have had problems with something. Oh my god, I must have had problems with something. Blue bonnets. We got tags, which might work if on the other side. But, you know, wording or whatever. So, oh, you could go forever, ladies and gentlemen. It is crazy. These are all the oddball pieces, so I don't know. Alright. Got a few things. Oh, okay, so I wasn't as well prepared as I thought for this one. Sorry. I am not, sometimes I'm really on it. And I guess when you're doing the little reels, you have to be on it. Like, you just do. I could cut a little girl, but this is sort of botanical. I have these interesting pocket tape pieces, but and they are like a washi tape. But it's, yeah, figuring out, like, what works, what doesn't, what would be cool, what would be a neat ticket or piece, or, but I don't know if I just want to add more of the same for summer drinks, right? I think we need more color than that. We already have the beige is the problem. I'm like, I think I need more color than that. But I love the clock things. The clocks are sort of cool. Oops, I'm not sure what the heck happened to that one. You never know. You think, oh, those are going to be cool, and you get them, and you're like, oh, well, maybe not. Maybe not exactly what I was hoping for. See if I didn't see that blue one before. I'm like, man. For all the blue stuff we were doing. Though I do have some of that blue in there. It's not that I don't have it. Black and white's really not what I want. Mappy. I do know this one's sort of cool, too. Alright. Little things. Oh, I wish we could talk. This would be so much easier if we could chit-chat while we were doing this. Oh, my goodness. Because then you'd be like, yep, this is what I'm up to. This is what I'm doing. How are you doing? Oh, yeah. Not that I'm always social. Oh, trying to get through everything. Mother's Day was good. I hope everybody had a great Mother's Day. My girls made me food, and we did takeout, and we just sat and, like, crocheted in the afternoon outside. It was really nice weather. The day before had been, like, almost 90 degrees, but then we got the fog in or whatever, so it was barely, like, 74 degrees. So, like, it was actually breezy. Like, I'm like, oh. So it was a really nice day. We could do whatever we needed and not, you know, stress over that. So that was sort of nice. So the day before, the girls, like, cleaned the house for me so I could work in the yard. And, you know, just get stuff done that I was like, well, I need to get that done, and I want to do this. And so, yeah, at least they cleaned the house and took care of stuff and did homework, and then, you know, we just sort of vegged and watched mom-based movies with dinner. I was like, what sort of mom? We didn't do like the movie Mother's Day. I was like, yeah, no. But we found other family, you know, parenting, whatever, silly videos, and we had a good laugh. So that was all that mattered, right? We're like, okay, things they hadn't seen before, and so that was sort of cool. So hopefully everybody had a good day. If you are a mom or a grandma. If not, you might be a furry pet mama, and that's okay too. Whatever keeps us company and, you know, keeps our spirits up. I don't know if I've been off camera this whole time watching. Everything's sitting here, and as you put it down, you'll see it, but no. Alright, so I definitely want to tab this because I think it's going to be super cool, so that we can, like, you can grab it to, like, flip it. Hold on. I'm like, wait. Which way? Oh, probably this one then. Do I want to do the front one or the back one? Because I'm like, oh, wait. That makes a difference, huh? Do I want to do this one? Or do I want to flip this one? Maybe we'll flip this one. Yeah, do what I started with. A little different, right? I'm like, wait, which one do I want to flip open? Not that I didn't find another tab. I could do it to the other side, too. And it's weird because it's a tab on the inside. It's like no one's going to see it by just looking at the book. But that's okay, too. Oh, come on. I don't think I got enough glue, but we're getting there. Come on. Let's get started here. And it never lines up. I don't know. I did these things, thought this would be great, but if you don't cut straight, nothing else really works. Doesn't seem to matter. I know, and I forget because we're starting to get some warm days. I'm going to have to, just like we had cold days, I've got to start bringing in my glues. Ugh. And even the stamp inks to a point. I never did bother before, but I'm wondering if this year I'm going to have to. After last year's heat wave and whatever, I'm like, I might have to bring in my ink pads too. We'll see. I got the new lavender one, but it seems really dry. I don't know if it's just because it's super light. I mean, it is lavender, right? But like, I have to put a lot of ink on my pad to see it, and I'm a little frustrated with that. And I've gotten really used to the, see, I don't know if my pad is bad. I feel like, I don't remember if this was an Amazon or another one. I know the Sage, I believe my mom got from Etsy for me, but the lavender one, I want to say, no, the Sage I ordered on my own. That's right, I take that back because that's the one that I ordered the wrong size, wrong color. So I don't know, because I have the refill kit for the lavender, so maybe we did buy it, which is shocking because it came from Etsy. And I realized I have an oxide. Oh, I did not do that right. I wonder if they sent me the wrong one. The pink oxide, and I have a lavender oxide, and yet I haven't. And I have an milled ink and not a milled oxide. Ah! Well, that's going to be fun. Crap. I saw the coloring, and I'm not doing well with those inks these days, are I? Yeah, I've gotten used to the oxides. They're a little wetter, and you get a little bit more saturation. And I love it, right? I mean, I love my photo. Like, photo ink is fine. I don't have any problems with that. But I'm noticing, like, I love the oxide on the orange. The green's going really well. The sage. But my lavender, I'm having issues with. Of course, just because I'm talking to you, it's actually working. But yeah, that's an ink, and I don't know. I feel like my thing looks a little ragged and looks a little old. And I'm like, compared to the green one. But this is an oxide, so it's definitely different, right? But they are looking a little worse for wear. They're not looking all that peachy. So, well, it'll be interesting because I have an ink that now I'm going to have to, with an oxide ink, with an oxide refill. That's going to be fun. Shoot. Well, we'll give it a shot. We'll see if the oxide actually, a sponge is a sponge. We'll just have to see if it holds. But, okay, so we've got a tab on it because I'm rambling at this point. Oh, why not? So since I have blue here, we could keep the blue. Let's put the page in here upside down. We could do the round sticker. Oh, and maybe I do the green word vintage. because we'll use, yeah, we could do purple and pink or purple and whatever on the other side. We're going to get crafty here. I don't know. Oh, it's definitely a craft and chat. Not that I have a lot to chat about. The yards are done. The weather's holding out, looking good. We're another mid-80 day today, but I think we're going to be, like, by weekend, we'll be down in the low 70s. So that's, you know, totally doable. Totally, you know, interchangeable and doable, which is great because we need to clean the cars, and that's really hard to do when, you know, it's hot out. Not fun to do when it's hot out. What else? Yeah, trying to get the girls through. We have as of today, my day, we have the night through today's 19th through so through the 26th through I think Memorial Day. So 1, 2. So yeah, 3 weeks. We have exactly 3 weeks. Like their last day of school is 3 weeks from Wednesday. So not from the day you see this, but yeah, we are 3 weeks away from school being ending. So they have, you know, 2 weeks and 2 days, and not even that because my oldest has a 4-day Memorial Day weekend, which I don't know. They're really making up all these weird dates everywhere, I swear. We started so early for the high school compared to the junior high and elementary schools that, you know, we got extra days off in Christmas and, you know, what was something else? Oh, an extra day, I think, off of, whatever, winter breaks. And so now, yeah, or spring break, there was an extra day there. And I was like, okay. And, I found the sticker page. What did I, oh, there it is. I don't know. I know I should have, I mean, I could do it purposefully so it looks like it's on the bottom of the pocket, but then you're not going to see anything. I could do another round up there just to have a round up there, but we have that, so I hate to really put anything there. I just think because the card's so small, it looks like it needs work, but I don't think I like that idea. That's the thing, is I don't like the idea of putting anything up there. Okay. The girls have all these extra days, or my oldest does, and so they're actually giving them a 4-day weekend before Memorial Day. So they get Friday through Monday off. And then, so they have they're finishing this week, which, 1-2 days left. Then they have a 4-day week, and they have a 4-day week, and then bam, they have 3 days of finals, and they are done. And I'm like, oh my gosh. So I'm just, but for me, I just go, okay, well, it means my youngest then just has 3 weeks left of school. I'm like, all right, she only has 1 day off. So, yeah, and they've been doing state testing, and which I think her class is done, but there are a couple other classes around them that are still testing, so they have everybody's doing this whole massive quiet time. Like, you cannot disturb. And I'm like, well, no, but kids have got it all to, sitting for 2 hours dead silent is, yeah. Especially as they get older. I don't know. You'd think it'd be easier for the older kids, but it is not. It is not. At least not my youngest, my 6th grader. Her class is a little rambunctious, so. Alright, let's see. But yeah, this is just a book page, sort of an odd size that I folded up on the bottom. But before I glued it down, I took a strip of paper and glued it here, like I would do any other pocket, right? So it still goes all the way through if I wanted to. Yeah, it does go all the way through. So that's why, a slightly bigger journal card helps. But it allows that shorter pocket in the front, which is always great, right? And then you have the ability, if it's wide enough, to put something in the back. And so in this case, leaving it, because it's too big to put in a book as is, I thought, well, what if we fold it and we just sewed it in? And it would, in this case, because we want the pockets on the outside, it would open outward. So it's just this little cute thing on the inside. Now, this is where I could then maybe find places just to put some random flowers in here. Let me do that. We'll cut those and we'll just sort of decorate that a little bit. Why not? Right? Why not? Ugh, because I can't help myself. I'm like, it's not going to work on the inside like I want it to. But, yeah, so, yeah. It's been fun, and it's that time of the year, and that's just what it is. So, being 6th grade in elementary school, they're not really going to have any kind of finals, which is weird. But, yeah, it's sort of odd after doing the whole junior high thing at such an early age with the oldest, having my youngest sort of a more of an elementary version of 6th grade and not, you know, a junior high version of 6th grade has been a interesting experience. I'm like, nope, that didn't work. The kids are too young in some ways to be with 7th and 8th graders, but at the same time, they really don't do well in elementary school. They are going through so many changes and so many hormone things. It is like, I don't know, being stuck with each other for hours on end is not great. I'm like, nope, not working. You really need to be seeing new kids every hour or so, because right now you're ready to kill each other. You see each other all day, every day. Your PEs, everything is together. So that works really nice there. Actually, that works beautiful. Okay, so we're going to fill these in and just fill some spaces in so it doesn't look too blah. And I can always continue to do so if I find more stickers. So, but yeah, these are, I believe I did, you know, fussy cuts. And I put them on a clear, thin sticker paper, label paper, and went ahead and put them on there. So there you go. So when you open it up, at least there's a tab. There's this. Same thing on the other side. You've got these guys going with a little decor on the bottom. We got 2 good sized cards here this time around. I have this cute little piece of I don't know what left over. I don't know why. I guess I could make it a tab. I don't know. I'm like, it is just a cute little piece. Itty bitty piece, which you really can't see. So maybe I'm really tempted to fold it and make it another tab on this side so that both sides have it. And it matches the core. I mean, I could just glue it. No one says I have to have it look pretty on the other side. I can even cut the corners a little bit and just make it a little tab. Big tab, no tab, eek, upper tab. Well, that's sort of cute. Let's try something like that. It's a tab, but it's not, right? It's like a little edge to catch if you wanted to, but it's not a full-blown anything. So am I going a full? Yeah, I'm going close to my usual 40 to 50 minute ordeal. Why not? We're just decorating. We are just having some fun. And you won't see these pages, so it's not like we're going, well, that's odd. Why do we do that? They're on 2 separate sides of the book, right? When you open it, you just see this little corner, and it's not so bad. Okay. And then I could put beads, lace. I'll find something to extravagate, exaggerate that. Now this one, yeah, I'm not liking that these two are, and it doesn't fit that way, huh? I'm like, we're going to put these 2 up here. I'm probably going to have to find something else small. Or maybe to go in here. Yeah, the only thing is I'm decorating this, and it's definitely not being sewn in because of, you know, we already sewed it. So I'm sort of adding elements over the sewn job, which is okay too. I could do the purple bloom and maybe put this one. I know this one though will probably blend in really well though to the lighter color. I don't know if it's going to make it stand out or disappear. And this needs some TLC. I'm like, ugh, that looks blah and blending. And I'm on the bottom, aren't I? I'm not even showing you guys. I'm sorry. Like I said, I'm out of practice. It's one thing when it's all prepped, ready to go, and I'm like, hey, I have 2 seconds to do this and do it right. And if I don't, oh well, it's decorated, but there's no video. That is the thing with reels. Once you're done, it's like, if it didn't work, or it didn't hold, or something went wrong, well, your ephemera's done, but you do not have a reel for it. You don't have a video for it. It did not work. You can't go back and redo it. Because once it's glued down, it's glued down. That is the funny part. Like, when I would be to do these things, it's like, well, we can't go back and redo the video. We've glued it down. It is good to go. I sort of still want to put that down there, though. No matter what, I still want it down there. Right? All right, now these are great because most of my circles are 1.5 inches and I do not have to cut them by hand. I can just put them, hello, work for me please, there we go, in my 1.5 inch hole puncher. Now, ooh, except it's not big on this. on that. Did not expect that. I forget, it doesn't do well with the stickers. It's alright. It's a sticker. It's not a big deal. It's a clear sticker even. It's okay with a little rough around the edges. It's not going to hurt it. Well, I say that and then I'm like, well, I can see the non-printed clear stuff. Right. And I just realized I do not have this glued down. Alright, well, I appreciate you coming along, ladies and gentlemen. This may not have been the best video, but I wanted to say hi. I wanted to check in. I wanted to let you know, yes, I'm still here. But, yeah, I'm getting to where it's almost easier just to plan these out and these little moments and just throw them up on, Instagram to see. I have to say I get way more views and, sometimes more likes over on Instagram because it is, I don't know why it's a bigger audience. You would think I'd see more things. Just as many people would see it on YouTube, but I don't know. It's a little hard when we've been at this for 2 years, 3 years, and it's not progressing. So, anyway. I hope you enjoyed my cute little gusset pocket that we will fill in with a notebook. So that will be a fun little addition. We are just decorating another variation, right? Using a book page, folded up, added a banner, and folded over the page, or in the middle of it, in the middle of the signature area, so that you can make a pocket. And it's just another way to have a great, unusual page in your journal that isn't the same size as everything else, which is always nice. I think, do I want to put a little swan in there? I don't know why I want to put the swan in here. It's like, maybe put him up there. I don't know. I'm like, I'm a little lackluster on my ideals here. I feel like I definitely need to add more stuff. Well, how rude. I'll just do the little swan up here like it's almost part of the page, like a little stamp on the corner. We'll definitely put another card in here, and I don't have a little piece, do I? Trying to see if something overlapping would help, or if it should have been under. You can't really put it underneath because it definitely doesn't do that with stickers. You can't quite do that. But I like the idea of it sort of overlapping somewhere. We'll see. I will find a spot. That's sort of interesting. Oh gosh, I don't know, ladies and gentlemen. This is what I get when I don't plan it out. Oh my gosh, here we go. Well, thank you all so much for joining us or joining me in this silly little craft with me journal along check-in as we are trying. What did I just drop? I feel like I dropped something. As we check in with our purple and green journal, which is slowly progressing, but we have this lovely gusset pocketed thing that does hold, as you're going to see. We'll put some kind of notebook in it. And the nice thing is, because of the folds in it, you could almost get, nope, I did it with one. If we flipped it around the other way, you would almost have two things. You could almost have two, like a file folder feel, or maybe you could have gotten two things in between these gussets, in between, the gussets right here. But I just have the one, and that's fine. But see, something like that fits there nicely. It doesn't have any problems getting in or out. So we'll make a notebook to fit in there. And then we have our page that I now don't know where it went because I closed the book. Oh, I knew I'd do that. Shoot. I know it's on a purple page, but I don't remember what purple page. Oh, no. I was so worried about doing that. I guess we'll go towards the middle. But no, it wasn't on purple either, huh? It was on green. It was on a green. And now I just don't remember which green. I was like, nope, I don't think it was on purple. All right, well, we'll try for that, and I will regroup accordingly, but this is what happens. I hate when I do that. We've got that, we've got that. I'm just trying to keep it balanced to where we've got that thick one. And then, yeah, we're going to do a new thing there. Okay, we're getting there. It'll have to work. In the end, it'll end up where it needs to go. All right, there you go, ladies and gentlemen. New progress. Okay, it sits open. See a little tab, little thing, you flip it over. You're like, oh, let me grab this. Oh, look, there's stuff, there's pockets. And then we'll have our notebook in the back here. Before we get to the, cover itself, which still isn't decorated, which is okay. I did some sewing to keep the fabric attached to the crinkly stuff on the inside because I was afraid it was going to move around and my front cover was going to like fall off once I decorated it. So it's a little mushy, it's a little messy, but I think it's going to be okay because I think when we put more stuff on top of it, it's just going to give it more texture. So, and then we'll have our little sewn things here and not sewn, but our little tie there, and I think we'll be all good to go. So, all right, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for joining me as we work on these lovely new things. And we'll talk to you real soon. But keep an eye out for me in Instagram for all the little ins and outs that I'm doing. Those are going to have the biggest effect. And I will jump back on here when I've got either a great new idea or I'm about to finish it, or I don't know. When something good and large happens, I will let you know, and I'll jump back on and say hello. So thank you all for joining. I'll talk to you all very soon. Bye-bye.